President Trump earlier today standing firm on his mission against Iran. To date, the U.S. has hit more than 7,000 targets across Iran, and now the Pentagon is asking for an additional $200 billion for the war effort. Mr. Trump meeting with Japan's prime minister today, saying the two will be discussing the war in Iran. Kelly Meyer joins us live from the White House with the very latest. Kelly, good afternoon.
Hey there, Nick. So Japan's Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi has a big decision to make here at the White House today, and that's whether or not her country will help the U.S. in securing the Strait of Hormuz. Now, Japan relies heavily on the strait for its oil imports. Around 90% of its crude oil imports passes through there. Ahead of the meeting at the White House, Japan, along with the U.K., France, Germany, Italy, and the Netherlands, signaled that they are ready to help secure the Strait of Hormuz, declaring it in a joint statement their readiness to contribute to appropriate efforts. Now, in the Oval Office today, Takaichi told President Trump that she firmly believes that only President Trump can achieve peace across the world and that she is ready to reach out to allies to achieve that together. President Trump commended Japan for stepping up. He was also pressed by a Japanese reporter on why the U.S. didn't tell Japan before attacking Iran. Here's what he had to say.
One thing, you don't want to signal too much. You know, when we go in, we went in very hard, and we didn't tell anybody about it because we wanted surprise. Who knows better about surprise than Japan? Okay? Why didn't you tell me about Pearl Harbor? Okay? Right? You know, he's asking me, no, you believe in surprise, I think much more so than us. And we had to surprise him, and we did.
And President Trump said he is not sending more troops to the Middle East, despite reports of him considering sending thousands of additional troops. President Trump said if he was, he wouldn't tell us. Nick.
Kelly, quick question for you. The Pentagon also gave an update on the war today. What did the Secretary of War have to say?
Yeah, so Secretary Hegseth says that they are fighting to win and that the U.S. is winning. It comes as the Pentagon is asking for an additional $200 billion for the war in Iran. Hegseth saying that it takes money to kill the bad guys. President Trump saying today that the money is for reasons beyond the war. Hegseth was also asked when their objectives may be complete.
It will be at the president's choosing, ultimately, where we say, hey, we've achieved what we need to on behalf of the American people to ensure our security. So no time set on that, but we're very much on track.
And General Kane, the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, says Iran still retains some of their capabilities and they are still putting up a fight. That comes as, I want to mention, Nick, that U.S. F-35 had to make that emergency landing at a U.S. airbase in the region. They say it landed safely. The pilot is stable condition and that they are investigating this incident. But we don't know exactly why they had to make that emergency landing. And there are reports that it was believed to be from Iranian fire. So that's something we are watching for at this hour, Nick.
Kelly Meyer live at the White House. Kelly, thank you so much.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.